Oh, hey folks, how you doing? This is Paul. About 2 hours ago or so, I came out with kind of a long puss and told you that I realized it was over. That's pretty much because that's where I felt things were going. And within the last 2 hours, I have really come to see that is exactly where it's going, and there's nothing we can do about it. I want to take this time to thank everyone on this channel that has been with me through my other channels, or those of you who have just arrived. I want to tell you something. We did the best we could. We did the best we could. Folks, what you are about to begin to go into is the most evil time that you have ever seen throughout history. This is going to be unlike any other violent coup, except this is going to be a bloodless coup and a complete neutering and taming of the American public, because the rest of you don't matter. I'm sorry to say that. There are some exceptions to that. I've got a couple subscribers that do matter. But this was a job for the United States. And thanks to the mindless imbeciles that they keep bringing in here that are not American, they're just from their own countries. They come in here and they reduce the intelligence of the United States. And this is what did it. This is what did it, folks. You know, I have to tell you something. I saw it coming, but I didn't see it coming like this. I suspected martial law. And if I could find my password from Breitbart, I would show you all my comments that I left on Breitbart. Because 2.5 years ago, I started seeing something coming, but I thought that there was going to be something like a National Guard, in effect, and martial law. Because I figured that Trump or the Republicans would see what was happening with the Bolshevism and they'd put an end to it. And they'd do it while they still had a chance. But I was hoping that would happen, but it never did. Because, in my opinion, Trump was just a piece of the puzzle. He was just a part of the puzzle. He was in on it. And that was his job. And in the last 2 hours, among my travels, I realized I have to get the vaccine. And I want to thank the people that have been at this channel, my last channel, and all the brave people that have come here and put up with me, because I know I'm not easy to put up with. There's no doubt you're going to have to take the injection. There's no doubt now in my mind. And the reason for this is because the mindless idiot immigrants, they knew when there was enough of them, it would reduce the mean intelligence of the United States, which is the only country that matters. Not that the other people aren't nice people in other countries and that they're not smart, but the United States was the last bastion of hope. And over the last 2 hours, I've had to realize that I am mortal. I'm not immortal. And about 35 minutes ago, I realized that I'm taking the injection. And it hurts. And I don't want to. But I now see what's coming. And it's crystal clear. They started this. Folks, I'm going to get it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to have to do it because it's the only way I'm going to be able to survive. Richie from Boston, who had his multiple stations terminated, you can still catch the man on Outlander, Jailbreak Outlander, or Jailbreak Overlander, whatever it is. Jailbreak Outlander, just look it up. It'll pull right up. That's him. He warned us about this. He warned us not to do it. And he chided me, kind of, because he didn't like people wearing the masks, and he thought they all looked foolish. And he complained one time because he had to go out like 11:30 at night to 7-Eleven to get some cranberry juice for his auntie that had the squirts or whatever it was. And I remember on that station that I had on that channel, I told him, I said, well, Richie, welcome to the fucking club. We didn't want to do it either because he was complaining because he had to wear a bandana around his nose or he couldn't go into the store. Well, welcome to the fucking club. Do you think we enjoy doing this? Do you think I enjoy coming to grips with the fact that there's no choice? Do you think that I'm happy about it? I'm not. You know why? Because I'm going to do it because I have to do plasma, and they will definitely shut that down. And they won't let you get a job or work a job unless you have it. The noose is going to get tighter and tighter around your neck. And I will hold out as long as I can. But there's no hope. Because the artificial intelligence knew precisely, you know how it knows how to brake when there's an emergency situation, and it basically knows how to brake better than a human? That's just what it did here. It knew just when to implement the measures, what to say, how to present it, and the media never stops or stopped reporting on this. They never stopped. They never let it go. They kept it fresh. And now, with this resurgence of the scam, there's no way that we can fight this anymore. It's over. I said that before, but I kind of was hoping that there was some measure where I wouldn't have to do it. But I will have to do it. And I've come to grips with that now. And I'm not happy about it at all. At all. For those of you on my channel that have been here, thank you. for being here with me. If you met me in real life, you'd probably think that I was a boring guy, but you'd think that I was a decent guy. But folks, what you are going to go through is what the Germans would have went through in 1940 had they not done what they did. You know how I know that? Because I collect those cards. You understand? I have them here. You know how else I know about that? Because I ordered some letters from World War II from a lieutenant in the Navy. And he was a dentist. And I ordered around 75 letters from him, and I sent them back for a refund, and the guy wouldn't sell me any more stuff. But this goes out to 6'9" dunce, now known as MJ. MJ, you need... No, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. You know why? Because there's no point. MJ, you just got to do what you have to do. We're beaten. I can't fight this anymore. I realize now that I am beaten, and so are you. And we are on the same team now. I'm not going to hold it against you that you were not listening back in the time. It really didn't make any difference. It didn't make any difference. This was going to come to pass. You have mindless, brainless, dead immigrants, brain dead immigrants that are going to do what they're told to do. And they knew there was a certain profession that knew that they had to act now. Now was the time. And they knew it couldn't be stopped. Folks, we do not know what the criteria is. We do not know how they're keeping track of the numbers. We do not know how they're registering these numbers. We don't know anything. We're just told that it's terrible, right? When your phone is off, it turns on, and then you get these. You get it, whether you want it or not. That's how I heard it. You understand me? And then I have a customer who's an old woman. She's 90 years old. And if I could have gotten to my phone, but I was under time constraints, if I could have gotten to my tablet, I would have turned it on, and it was just like a broken record about how I should go down and do thing one and thing two, so that I could have a clear conscience because I'm making problems. And that I would be wise and compassionate to do thing one and thing two. And it only took a minute, and it was the most ridiculous thing I've heard. It was just a parroting from a 90-year-old woman. Folks, we are going to be Germany in 1940 if they did not attack Russia first. That's what we're going to be now. Expect this to be only the beginning of pricking and prodding without you having any say-so in what goes into your person. Just consider it the opening salvo. because you mindless jackasses out there, my subscribers excluded, of course, brought this on us. And that, which I forgot now because I'm a little bit whatever here. What I told you about those 75 letters, you don't know about because you're not qualified to listen. It would be quite unbelievable for you to listen to what I had to spew. But those 70 letters from a dentist made me realize and understand exactly why we are going through what we are right now. Folks, there was a certain profession that was just itching to take over our lives. And they found the way. I'm sorry to say. They wanted to take in people who were coming across and trying to get into your countries, to settle in your countries. And they had a name for them, and they were called blank without borders. And that's exactly, in my opinion, what this was all about. You understand, mindless idiots? My subscribers excluded, of course. That's what this was all about. Folks, you ain't seen nothing yet. By the time 4 years goes by, you will be so pricked and prodded that you won't know whether to shit or eat a banana. And I'm sorry that I have to be superior to most of you. When I say superior, I don't mean superior, but I mean, I ordered letters, 75 of them. I read all of them. And when you do that, you read the personal thoughts of people when they're writing to their loved ones. You get to see the real person without hiding. There's no way they can hide. You understand? And this dentist made me understand why things are the way they are. And you've only seen the opening salvo. This is going to get much, much worse. Folks, in my opinion, there are going to be people on continents that are poor, starving. There are going to be people that are going to be suffering long after we're dead. And that's not going to be allowed anymore. And the doctors are going to take from you to give to thee. They're in control. And unless you want to live under their dictation now, that's what you're going to have to do. You think I'm happy about it? Do you know what my last channel was terminated for? Because I went on Google and I asked Google if there were any members of a profession that thought that something was not up and up, not on the up and up, because I won't even say it. And as soon as I said that word, it took me to this person who is the last defense. And when you have a little bit of skepticism, He's there to talk to you in that jib and get you back on like the track. And like he understands why you think it's like all like this. But you have to understand that like he knows and everything, and he's cool and he's down with it and he understands and he's like hip. You understand? And you know what I put down as the title for my video? Dark are the eyes. Because I could see the evil in this man. You want to see it for yourself? What is it? ZZ Dog? Dr. ZZ Dog or Dr. ZZ Dog? Go look for yourself. He's the barrier. Folks, this was the biggest con job in history. The biggest con job in history that's ever been put out there, ever. And you are now going to live as Germany if the Bolsheviks attacked Germany first. Take care of yourselves. I don't want to go on any longer with this. I bought a loaf of bread. Powdered donuts before my injection at some point or another, which is coming sooner rather than later, because I now understand. And this week-old ham that I bought 8 days ago or 9 days ago from Aldi, which I hope is still good. And the cheese, which is in there. And this here Mountain Dew. It's not reversible. The people are too stupid and gullible, including the professional athletes, the professional coaches, the whatever. It's too powerful, folks. It's too powerful. God bless you. Thank you for being with me. And I'm sorry to be such a downer for you at 10 o'clock or 10:15 at night now. God bless you all. Good night.